as a professional singer for the last about 6 years, full time, I've always felt like it's taken me a long time to get my voice ready to sing before a show, to the point where my voice feels open and ready to be performed with. I've been working with a lot of other singers in recent months that seem to get their voice very ready to sing very quickly. They don't need to do a lot of vocal warm-ups before they feel ready to sing. And I felt like is there something that I'm doing wrong? So I've developed a new vocal warm-up routine that's been working for me faster and better than the other ones that I've used in the past. And it's very, very simple, but it's been working great for me, so I wanted to share it with you guys, all right? So all that I do is normally people start with vocal warm-ups. They start basically from the bottom and they work their way up. So they start at the low notes and sort of work their way higher. And I've been doing exactly the opposite. I've been starting with basically the highest notes that I can possibly sing and then working my way down. And I felt like that's kind of freed up my voice in a faster, more efficient way. So I'll show you what I mean. So let me see, that should be E. Yeah. Okay, so the highest notes that I can pretty much sing is about an A up here. That's about as high as I can sing, okay? So what I'll do is I'll actually start here on an F. I'll start on an F, and which is not quite the highest that I can sing, but up towards the top. And I'll just basically hold some notes on an F. And basically what this does is it sort of gives you what is called a top-down phonation. So there's two different ways that you can sort of pull your voice. You can pull your voice up, so bringing chest resonance up, and you can sort of pull your voice down. You can very much feel a difference of top down and bottom up, okay? So here is F. So let's start on like an E. And I'll just hold that out, okay? And then I'll go. And then I'll do like an F sharp. And I'll work my way all the way up to the top, which is A. So let's go on F sharp. And I'll sort of just make some different sounds, like you make some different vowel sounds. So on like that F sharp, okay? Then I'll work my way up, since this is now on F sharp. So sorry, it was F and not F sharp. No, sorry, that was G. So now this is G sharp. Yeah, so G sharp right here. Okay, so that's G sharp, and then the highest that I can possibly do is like an A, okay? So G sharp is pretty much the top, but I can kind of do an A. So I'll hold out A for just a little while. And I'll do this a little bit longer than this, but not much longer, okay? So I'll just basically, on each one of those notes from about E to A, I'll hold out a couple different vowels, and I'll do it a few different times. But it all only takes a few minutes to actually be worked out. So there's A. All right, go for the very top of my range. All right. All right. Alright, so that's A right there, okay? So now what I feel like this does, it gets my voice, now I'm talking, but it gets my voice out of the talking sort of mode and into the singing mode. And basically, if you can sing the very top of your range, then the lower notes should be, easier basically, right? So then I'll usually work my way down here and I'll sing a couple notes that are sort of at my breaks. So breaks in my voice. There's certain little areas of my voice which are kind of tricky points. So I'll kind of sing some of those notes, okay? So here's on a G. So that's a G right there, okay, right? So that's always like a very tricky note for me, is on the G. Then I'll go to an E, because another note that's always very tricky for me is going from singing an E vowel. I always have trouble with the E vowels from about an F sharp down here to an A. So in between there, those four notes, those are always a little bit tricky for me, because I tend to either pull chest up or I have to like kind of bring head resonance down, okay? So what I'll do is I'll kind of try and bring my head resonance down from an A and then to the F sharp. So it's really like this. So what I'm doing is that's more of a head resonance, okay? So that's why it's not very loud. I could also use total chest resonance and also sing that same note. Instead of singing it like this, which is sort of more of a head, I could go, which is bottom up. So I'm using all chest resonance to do that. And I could do the same thing, all chest resonance on a G. And go, instead of going, which is a head resonance, I could bring that up and sing it full chest. Alright, so that's like full chest, okay? But generally you want to try and bring that head resonance kind of down. You want to work out both. Work out the chest resonance, try and bring that up, and then bring the head resonance down and kind of find a way to meet that in the middle, okay? But the default should sort of be more into your head. Otherwise, you'll have a tendency to kind of pull up chest too much, okay? So that's why in this warm-up, I'm explaining that I think it's better to start in the head resonance and start and kind of bring that down. And then do a little bit of pulling up chest and then go back to the head resonance. So that's sort of your default, okay? So again, so we're starting in there. We're doing all those head resonance tones, all at the very top of our range. Then we kind of go towards some of the breaks. Let's do always, B is always a tough note for me too. B flat is always pretty easy, but B is tough. Yeah! Yeah! So that's a B right there. And then, so after I've kind of messed around with a few of those notes, then I might pull up chest resonance real quick. This all happens, this video is a little bit long, but this all happens a bit faster because I don't have to explain it all, I'm just doing it all myself. So then I'll pull up chest a little bit, and go like this. Ah, 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 ah. That's a G. So now you'll notice I'm not actually, this is not full chest. This is actually more of like a mixed resonance that's more in my head. That's why I don't have to like scream it basically to get it out. So that's like a G sharp there. So it's an A, but it's not an A in my, if I was trying to sing like that full chest, it would be more like this, like full trying to pull up chest. Let's say that's like a G. That'd be more like trying to pull up chest. But instead, because I've already warmed up the very top of my head resonance, I can sort of do it and not that screamy, like feels tight kind of feeling. Instead of do it like this. Where it feels much more relaxed. So cool, that's pretty much it. So try this. Try warming up the very top of your range and sort of bringing it down instead of the other way around, starting at the bottom and then warming it up. Before you do this, just so you don't hurt yourself, I haven't had any problems with this, but just to be careful, you might want to do like a little bit of like some or that, or some kind of something to warm up your voice just a little bit before you start at the very top of your head range and start screaming some before you start screaming some of those notes. You might want to warm up your voice just a little bit, but then just start pretty fast into those high head tones and then bring it down. And I think that you'll find that this warms up your voice a lot faster than starting from the bottom and working your way up.